my life is pretty awesome. My life is awesome in general, so I'm very grateful for the life that I have. If it wasn't for me being raised by a single parent who like strives to give her two children everything, I don't think I would be as positive, because I wouldn't have been able to experience seeing someone else have to go through certain things, and we all go through life hurdles, you know. I mean, again, I'm black, a male, and effeminate. So that now, like in 2021, it's not as much as a big of a deal as it was back in the day. And even back in the day, I still was able to slip through the cracks because I am so open to diversity and inclusion that opens so many doors for myself in terms of attracting beings that want to be open to diversity and inclusion. I just have to get more comfortable with showcasing diversity and inclusion in front of the camera. I think I do a good job at that, but also at the same time, this whole ABA psychology, I'm always analyzing to figure out what people want from me. I'm not someone who is famous. I'm not someone who has power. I'm not someone who has an expendable amount of money. But what I do have is a really great heart. And I don't want someone to utilize me to come up off of my life. You know, I've done the whole dating, and I've done the whole mixing and mingling with people who aren't really the best influence, and all that they really do is just really want that black queer face because they think that that's what's in, and it's like, no, everything is in. So let's not act like I'm an anomaly, because I'm not. I just, again, am just like a super go-lucky, free-spirited person that doesn't mind doing things in front of the camera. You all know about my entire history. I post my life on social media for a reason, not because I am looking for clout. I am just looking to engage with people who are very open, who are very honest, who will talk about things that are conventional and unconventional. And it's not just always about sexuality or sex in general. Please, let's not make it about that today. This morning I filed, or like I did, an amended tax return. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about, you know, my brother and I. My brother is younger than I am. He's only like 6 years younger than I am, but for him to be 22, he is a very intellectually inclined person. And last night we sat downstairs and we had a conversation, and he was telling me, you know, not only about his brand and his business, he was telling me about his short and long-term goals. I love hearing those things. That's why I went into this field in terms of life, you know. I've done everything from, again, I've done retail, I've done janitorial work, I've done restaurant management, bar and food and beverage directing. I've served, I've bartended, I've done everything at entry level that you can think of. I've done Fitness International. The Psychology Association. I've done all of this, and again, that's the really great part about being in a government job, because it takes your entire work experience and also your entire educational career, whether you went to school at a community college or a 4-year college, a 2-year college, a technical degree or certificate. They take your entire history, put it in a file, and they utilize all of those skills. And that's what I really like, because it shows that we are just as human as you are, and we're not out here trying to harm you. If anything, it's the people closest to you who know you that tell y'all's business and be ratting y'all out to us authorities. Just saying. So just think a little bit. And since we're kind of done with talking about feelings, let's switch over to the thinking aspect of those letters. Thinking is a more logistic standpoint of life. So again, people who work in logistics, a lot of people who work in like number-based jobs. So if you are like tech savvy, if you are like a bank teller, or all of those jobs, those are more like critical thinking jobs. The IT problem solving. Those are people whose like presets or default settings, whichever word you want to use, just like their natural vibe. Those are the thinkers. Those are the ones who are doing tactical training and all of that to help us make supply and chain management a lot smoother in life. And again, we excel in all of these, so don't get stuck. It's almost like, some people, they will be like, they'll wake up one day and they're like, oh, well, sorry I'm being a witch today. It's because I'm a Capricorn. Girl, no. Yeah, it's not because you're a Capricorn, you're a witch because you're a witch. Let's just keep it honest. Let's keep it $150. Let's keep it 100. Let's call a spade a spade. Just saying. So don't ever get too caught up in what's called typology, because we will constantly surf the collective consciousness. Well, it's the internet, but I like to call it the collective consciousness because it's where everyone can go to create whatever they want in that dimension. So don't get too lost in there, because who you are is right in front of you. These screens provide a tremendous amount of information, but they can only give you so much based upon someone else's perspective and life paths. And that's also the really great thing. Like, yes, we can connect with individuals who are like us, but there will never be another one of us because we are very much unique. So spend time getting to know yourself in this world, but also in these worlds. Like it's what we're there for. Like it's what we're all here because we live in a simulation. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds weird, but we're constantly being recorded, whether we're recording ourselves, people who know us are recording us, or there's cameras on doorbells. We're always being observed, we're always being watched. We're divinity in ourselves. We are electrical beings, we are spiritual beings having physical moments, and we'll constantly have these.